First off, congratulate Lafayette. I thought they came out with great focus and intensity to start the game, and dictated the way the game was played really for the first probably 25 minutes or so. And we dug ourselves a big hole and just couldn't quite get over it. I got to find a way to get us to start better, and I got to find a way to get us to trust each other and move the ball when it's not going well. I thought that our struggles at both ends in the first half kept affecting each other. We kept making a mistake defensively and trying to do too much offensively, and then we make a mistake offensively and then come back defensively and lose somebody. So I think we showed a great fight there in the second half to get back into it. We could have easily put our heads down and gotten blown out and gave ourselves a chance to win. But again, it's hard to be down 15 every game and win games. We're always trying to get it in there. I thought that we did some in the first half and missed. In the first half, we missed a couple layups. We missed some kick-out threes. In the second half, they went in a little bit more. But I thought we did. When it went in there, yeah, obviously good things were happening. For one, we were getting some stops, which we did in the first. I mean, they scored on 10 of their first 11 possessions, and I don't know that they were particularly tough shots. They were in a good rhythm, and so we're always taking it out. They were trying to pick us up and jam us, and we were catching it too far to the baseline, so we weren't getting them on their heels. And by the time we got a pass made or the ball movement, there was 18 seconds left, and I got to find a way to get us to get the offense started much quicker. I think that for whatever reason, this is 3 games in a row, we've been days to start the games, and we got to figure it out. We've gotten off to bad starts, twice at home and then once on the road and now twice at home, and dug holes that we couldn't get out of. The second half, the halftime, we were really just talking about we got it back to 13 and had a chance to get it lower. We were down 13 to them with 16 minutes left there, so it wasn't like it was a situation we hadn't been in before, and the worst situation we hadn't been in before. We just had to start playing better. At the end of the day, we had to start competing defensively. We had to start moving the ball. I think you saw when we moved the ball offensively, we're pretty efficient. We got a lot of guys that can make plays. When it starts sticking and guys are going one-on-one and trying to score over 2 people, we don't, because we are not Kevin Durant. That's not who we are. But we have guys that can, like Jimmy, he makes open threes. He can get in the lane. He can kick. I thought the pass he threw to Meeks in the corner was outstanding. It's unfortunate it didn't go in. But if we played better in the first half, it wouldn't have been the reason you get beat. So you got to put it together for 40 minutes. It's hard. The teams in this league, top to bottom, are very, very balanced. There's not a huge difference between any of them. And if you're not ready to play every single possession like it's the one that's going to win the game, you're in a lot of trouble. And if you do it for 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're in a lot of trouble. So, again, it starts with me. It's on me. I got to figure it out. We got a week before we go play Loyola, who I think is very talented. And they're going to come after us. And so we've got to be better in that respect moving forward. And again, we'll get in here the next couple of days and try to figure it out.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think the start of the game, I think a lot of guys, none of us are used to losing. And I think a lot of us were just kind of in our own heads a little bit. And I think all of us kind of let the game come to us a little bit too much, and we weren't being the aggressors. And then we felt we had to be too much of the aggressors. And it was just a bad balance, and we got away from the game plan a little bit. And I mean, there were some positive takeaways from the second half that we're definitely trying to build off. But yeah, that's my comments on those.
I thought they played pretty well at times the first time. I thought that, first off, we didn't get down quite as much right away. It was early in the second half. But then when we caught them up there, we were able to get a couple stops when we lost guys today and they made shots, and then we didn't score at the other end. And so instead of having the opportunity with 2 minutes left to be up by a couple possessions, we were tied or down, and then they made a play and we didn't. But no, I think they're much better than they've been in the past few years. They're playing well. Obviously, Jaworski's playing with a lot of confidence and playing well. He really flies off screens and gets it off quick. And when he was open, he made his pay.
Not too much. I think a lot of it just comes down to us. I think we got to be more focused on us. A lot of times we're our biggest enemies out there, our biggest opponent. And, I mean, credit to them. They hit shots, they made plays, but a lot of it was because of our lapses defensively and not giving ourselves a chance on offense. So.
It's human nature. Look, we are where we are. We're 9-15. We're 5-6 in the league. We've lost 3 games in the league that we easily could have won, but we haven't played our best. And typically, confidence comes by playing well. Now, I think that in a lot of ways, the second half we started to play well again. So hopefully, as much as we're down and disappointed or angry, what have you, about what happened today, that we can at least carry that over and start to see what we're capable of doing. But at some point, you got to stop being capable of it, and we got to start doing it.